This guy, very funny dude. My boy, he's like a little brother to me, you know what I'm saying? So I helped him out with masturbation and shit like that. I taught him the stroke, you know what I'm saying? So it works out. We do stuff like that from time to time. I want y'all to give a big, warm, hearty welcome to my boy, Dwayne D-Way!
Yes, Seaman. Give it up for Seaman, everybody. Okay, just me. I'll give it up for Seaman then. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'm really glad y'all came out tonight. Have you guys been enjoying the show so far? Okay, I guess not. It's alright. We got your money, so I'm not really worried about it. Yeah, I'm really glad to see this episode of Sister Sister sitting in the front row right here. Yeah. You're all very beautiful, though. I want you to know that, okay? I'll tell you how beautiful you are. I would get you pregnant just to look at you every day, all right? It's that serious. Who's first? Start the line right here. They're not even jumping up. No, I don't want to have your baby. I don't want to have my baby, so it's all good. But over the summer, though, I spent a lot of time doing what every average college student does when they go home for their first, after their first year of college. Curse at my mother. And then I spent a lot of time on the computer. Did a lot of time on Facebook, picked up Twitter. And I decided, maybe I'd hop in my time machine, go back and do a little MySpace, just for old time's sake, I started noticing a couple of trends with all these friend sites. If you always look and you're about to go post up your status or whatever it is, you always see they have that pre-written status written right in the bar. It says like Twitter, it's like, what's going on? In MySpace, it says, what's happening? Facebook, what's on your mind? And I started thinking, who really cares what a bunch of teenagers are doing with their lives at this point? Like, who writes those? Is there really somebody sitting there like, all right, I hope Julie in Arkansas answers soon. Damn it. It's taking too long here. I got an AARP meeting in 2 minutes. And so I started thinking to myself that all these friend sites, because only certain types of people care what a bunch of teenagers are doing with their lives. I figured all these friend sites are run by pedophiles. It just makes sense to me. So, speaking of pedophiles, give another round of applause for your MC, Matt Whitey White. He's doing a really good job. But no, I actually did have to step away from the computer. I had to do a little working, had to support myself, because it's time for me to grow up. That's what my mom told me. Apparently that's what I hear. It's time for me to grow up. Fuck it. But I started doing things that are just trying to be a little less stressful, just be a little more adult. I work now every day, go into an office, sit there, jerk off a little bit because nobody's watching me really, and I drink alcohol now. Yeah, I drink alcohol just because breast milk isn't as soothing when you're 19. Not as comforting as it used to be. And I got so scared when it was time for me to when I told time for me to tell my mother that I drink alcohol. I was like trying to practice my lines in the mirror. I would stand at the bathroom. I'm like, okay. Mom, I would like to get something off my chest. No, she's not gonna like that shit. She's not gonna believe me. I finally walked up to her. I was like, Mom, we need to talk. Just so you know, I do drink now. And she was like, oh, really? Well, thank God, I can wear my bra now. Jesus, I can put the girls away. Somebody's like, oh shit, yeah. My mom has saggy titties. That's not a joke. I was just saying my mom has saggy titties.
We know.
Oh yeah. Harry Potter knows. No. Yeah, but I mean, that's just what you do when you're my age. When you're in college, that's what you do. You go out, you drink, you party. You don't study. You go out, you drink, you party, okay? That's what you do. When you're young, you drink alcohol because you think life is awesome. That's what young people do. They drink alcohol because they think life is awesome. Old people drink alcohol because they hate young people, okay? Jenny knows what I'm talking about. Yeah. Started kicking them back right after that song. Oh, nobody's talking. Anyway. No, that's just basically what you did. Another thing that I did a lot of, I spent a lot of my time playing video games. This is what I do. I'm an avid video game player. One of my favorite video games to play of all time is Mario. Can we give it up for Mario, please? And you love playing Mario. You love it because he's an everyman. He's an average guy. He's a plumber, short, fat, and he works so hard to save the princess. He fights all those things, like those little brown mushroom things. Goombas, yes. Those little bombs that just take and blow up at any time. Kind of like when it's, that time of the month, it's right there. Also, they fight those little dragon lizards with the back knee. Is anybody gonna get that shit checked out? No? Okay, it's cool. It's fun. But, and then I used to think he was such a cool guy, because he'd always run around. He'd fight these things, and boom, he saved the princess. And he was so cool to me until I was 18, and I started realizing that he's not really that much of a hero. He's just a guy that works way too hard for pussy, okay? Way too hard. And what made it worse is that, I helped. I would just clear out 6 weeks out of my calendar to sit in front of my TV and beat that snow level, and I got no reward whatsoever. You think I didn't want a mushroom that'll beat me up every once in a while when I needed it? Could have tossed me that fire flower every once in a while. It would have got me out of some tight situations. Somebody tried to come and rob me. Yo, man, give me all your money. Blah, blah. Oh, shit! Don't mess with him. Don't mess with him. Walk up to a girl. Hey, baby, you trying to go home tonight? Not with you. Blah, blah. You don't have a choice. Yeah, get work done. Boom. I'm going to go take a piss. Blah, blah. Oh, damn. You bastard. It's all right. Yeah, but that was just some of the things that I think about when I'm home by myself. Because I don't have friends. I'm glad you all agree, because I'm dead serious. But I also watch a lot of TV. One of my favorite TV shows to watch of all time, To Catch a Predator. Yeah, I was on that, season 3. It's such a good show because those guys, they act like they really had no idea they were going to be on TV. They would drive 8 hours to a show, they get there, they walk in, looking all around oh snap. And I started noticing every time when I watch the show that there's one way to catch a predator. This is the best way to catch them. And it's not luring there with some little 14-year-old boy dressed up like a 2-year-old girl to try and get them to sleep with them. No, the one way you're going to catch a predator in your neighborhood, cookies and lemonade. Every time. Because you'll see them when they walk in, they stroll in. Little guys like, come on in, sit down. They're like, oh, is it okay? No, it's fine. The cookies and lemonade. Oh, yeah. Naked. Smearing off ice right there. Cool the boys down a little bit before we get to work. And then the guy comes out, boom, I'm Chris Hansen, Dateline NBC. Oh, man, can you give me a towel or something? Is this how this works? The guy's like, what are you doing here? Oh, I came here to teach her math. It's the nude math. It's nude math. That's what we do in Switzerland. That's why I'm here. He's like, you sure you're not trying to F her in the A while you take your D and rub it across her face? No. Are you sure? Because it says right here that you would like to lick her all like a lollipop and baby turn around and you see that sexy body go bump, bump, bump. B2K? Is that what you're quoting? B2K? No, man, that's not me. Are you sure you're not? And this is the best part, people. Best part. The screen names, they're like an open confession. These guys have the dumbest screen names. They'll have I have sex with 10-year-olds at yahoo.com. And she's not in diaper, she's not my typer at Hotmail. Old enough to pee, old enough to suck my dick. At AOL.com. Talking about what's your email address, man? Big people, is that what it is? Big people at USA.net. Yada, dollar bill, y'all. Just mess. I love you, Brad. On Wednesdays. Anyway, another thing that happened to me over the summer is I got really, really sick. Does anybody else get sick over the summer? Yeah, that's the worst time to get sick, isn't it? Because you're sitting there and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to be out. I want to be in the sun. I want to be enjoying life. But you're sick. And you can't go out and do anything. I had the worst kind of sickness you could ever ask. It was worse than swine flu. It was worse than cancer, MRSA, okay? It was so bad, I'm not even gonna finish talking about it. I'm gonna jump into another joke and come back and tell you how bad the sickness was. Experienced my first little bit of thumper mania, just like Matt C over there. This weekend I went downtown. Homie came up to me. He was like, "Oh, do you plan on?" And it's always funny when you meet thumpers for the first time, especially freshmen, because they'll come up to you and they'll be like, "Are you planning on fornicating with these women?" You look at them like, "Dog, I leave all my silverware at home, man. You can't." Really? It's like, "No." The guy came up to me. He was like, "Look here, sir. Okay, we need to talk." I'm like, "Okay, what do you want, Thumper?" "My name is Randall." "Thumper is what I said. What are you talking about?" He's like, "Listen here, all right? Me and you have a problem. You plan on going out here and partaking in premarital sex with all these women of God?" And I looked at him and I said, "Well, I mean, Thumper." "Randall!" "Yeah, Thumper. Is it really premarital sex if, we never get married?" "By God, you're right." Enjoy your night, man. Get one grind in for me, man. Get a little twerk in there. Yeah, but anyway, back to the sickness. And anyway, like I said, it was the kind of sickness that really hit me hard, okay? It was so bad that I actually wrote a song about it. That's right, Jane is not the only one with musical ability on this stage. I wrote a song about how bad the sickness is. And now I usually have help from my other black friend, but he is not here. So I'm gonna have you guys help me out, all right? I want you to repeat after me. I want you to sing the song just the way I'm singing it, okay? Do this. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, dum. Come on, let's go. Dum, 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 dum. If anybody else wants to start. Dum, 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 dum. Old lady's got my back. Dum, 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 dum. Clap your hands, everybody. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, my glasses are crooked. Dum, 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 dum. Never knew that this could happen. Never thought I'd be the one. When I hear that name around me, I get a fever unlike anyone. I've got the Bieber. When he's singing, fever when he moves his toes. Fever from the music, fever from the videos. Play my Bieber in the morning, play my Bieber through the night. Let my black friends take a listen, and they said, "Nigga, that shit just ain't right." I got the Bieber from the music, fever from the videos. Fever when he's singing, fever when he moves his toes. Everybody's got the fever. If you don't, you'll catch it soon. Bieber fever drives you crazy, makes you act like a Looney Tune. No one man can stop the Bieber. The fever brings them to their knees. Only way to stop the fever is wait for Bieber to hit puberty. We got the Bieber from the music, fever from the videos. Fever when he's singing, fever when he moves his toes. A Bieber, a Bieber, a Bieber, a Bieber. This means you sing too. A Bieber, fever, fever.
All right, give it up for Dwayne one more time. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out to the show tonight. Did everybody have a good time? Yeah.